What is up, Twitch? Mark here with the Rad Computers computer repair stream. Last time, yesterday, a little bit earlier in the day, we were working on this massive computer that the camera is sitting on right now. It's the one that had 6 rotational hard drives, 2 1TB Samsung 850 Pros, the GeForce GTX Titan, and the Threadripper that we just put in with the new motherboard, the new RAM, and the cooler. I finally got a hold of the customer, and he decided to let me know that he didn't need any of the stuff that's on his original drive, so we can actually wipe them both. So instead of doing a RAID reconstruction from a 120 to a 1TB, and then waiting for that mirror to finish reconstructing itself, and then going back and removing the 120 and putting in the other 1TB, we're just going to start the entire RAID over from scratch. Go into the BIOS, create a proper RAID1 using 2 identical drives, and we're going to wipe it out, boot back into Windows 10 to install the operating system, load up the RAID drivers from Aaron's thumb drive that I saved yesterday, and install the operating system, and it'll be good to go from the beginning. There won't be any need for any of the excess stuff, so as soon as we're done with that, then we can reconnect all the drives and everything should just work the way we need it to. So that'll be good. Just an overview again of the computer that we've been working on. So this is the beast up here. I've got my keyboard sitting up here in the crevice. I've got the 120 gig solid state drive that we were using yesterday that is actually no longer required, so we're going to go ahead and take this out. We've got the open bays. We did change out the power supply yesterday, and so far so good. Everything seems to be working pretty well. I'm a fan of the Gigabyte motherboards. They are ultra durability in my opinion, which seems to be what they put on all of their stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get these drives connected. Let me see here. I like this camera at arm's length, but man, I do not like how tough it is to move it. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and connect 2 of these drives and wipe them. He said he only keeps programs on there, and he's pretty diligent about that. That's why he has all of these other drives. They're all data storage, and I'm hoping that he has some form of backup just in case. You don't want to have 1 out of 6 drives die unless it's in a RAID, then you can afford it. But I definitely know that he doesn't have them set up that way, primarily because most consumer grade boards don't do RAID 5. They will do usually RAID 1, RAID 0, and sometimes RAID 1.0. You never want to do RAID 0.1 unless you're experimenting and or just proving a point. But I would never recommend running RAID 0.1. It's not a very good option. Alright, so this is not the final installation. This is just to get these drives in here so that I can work. And we will go ahead and power the computer on. There is a integrated power switch in here that we've been using. And we'll switch it over to the Elgato. Alright. Hopefully the Elgato comes up. It might not because I didn't test it before I started the stream, so give me just a second, let me make sure it's capturing correctly. No, it's not.